My name is Rene Senna. Before anything else, I was a simple man. Born and raised in the countryside of the city of Rio de Janeiro, my life was about hard work, sweat, and perseverance. I worked as a farmer from sunrise to sunset, cultivating the land and reaping the fruits of my labor. I was never a man of luxury or big dreams. My only desire was to put food on the table and be surrounded by the people I loved. But fate, as unpredictable as ever, had something else in store for me, something I could never have imagined. The years passed, and with them came difficulties. I fell ill. Diabetes, silent and relentless, took my legs. At first, it was just a small wound, a simple cut that would not heal. Then, in 2002, I lost one leg. A year later, the other. From that moment on, I was confined to a wheelchair, dependent on others. The strong man who once worked the land became isolated and sad. Life as I knew it seemed to have come to an end. Then the unexpected happened. The golden age of my life was about to begin. On an ordinary day that began with the sound of roosters and the smell of fresh coffee, I made a promise to a saint I deeply admired. I said, if I win the lottery, I will honor him in a grand way. I gave my nephew the money to buy my ticket for the national lottery. I didn't think much of it, just a small hope in a life full of struggles. But that night, when I checked the numbers, my heart almost stopped. I had won 52 million. In an instant, everything changed. The humble farmer was now a millionaire. At first, I couldn't believe it. The money brought rapid change. I rewarded my family and friends, buying houses, cars, and gifts. I even kept my promise by setting off fireworks in honor of the saint I believed had blessed me. I bought a luxurious property in the upscale neighborhood of Recreio dos Bandeirantes in the state of Rio de Janeiro. Then, on a beautiful Christmas Eve, I threw a huge party. That night, I sealed my fate. She was young, beautiful, smiling. A woman who seemed kind and simple. She won me over with sweet words and affection, making me believe that I had finally found true love. The first few months seemed like a dream. We got married and started our life together. But I soon realized that city life was not for me. My heart still belonged to my hometown, and that was where I decided to return. I bought a farm for 9 million reais. It was my escape from the excessive luxury of the city, a place where I could reconnect with my roots. To get around the farm and regain a sense of freedom, I bought a four-wheeler. With it, I was able to explore my land, visit the local bar, and feel the wind on. Little by little, Adriana began to distance me from the people who truly loved me. My brothers, my daughter, one by one, they were expelled from my life. The house that had once sheltered my family began to be watched by security guards and farmhands. People avoided my gaze when I entered a room. The conversations stopped as I approached. Something wasn't right. Then the rumors started. They said Adriana was unfaithful, that when I wasn't around, she was taking advantage of my fortune in ways I couldn't even imagine. At first, I refused to believe it, but deep down, I knew it was true. The distrust grew, and then one day, in a moment of anger, I did the unthinkable. I told her that I would cut her out of my will because of her betrayal. That was when I signed my own death warrant. It was late afternoon. I went to one of the bars I still liked to frequent. I didn't trust many people anymore, but I still liked seeing familiar faces. I didn't know it would be my last visit. Shortly after I arrived, between one beer and another, I heard the roar of a motorcycle. 2 armed men approached. It all happened too quickly for me to react. Shots rang out. The bar went silent. And me? I lay on the floor, feeling my life slipping away. Later, the truth came out. The people I let into my life were the ones who planned my downfall, betrayed by those who should have protected me, deceived by those I trusted most. The police investigation led to the arrest of 7 people, including one of my former bodyguards, the man who fired the fatal shots. 2 of Adriana's lovers were also involved. One of them confessed to the affair. On his phone, Adriana's contact information was saved under the nickname Blonde Mare. My name is René Senna, and this is the story of how winning the lottery wasn't my greatest luck. It was my death sentence.